16 men on a dead man's ship. Yo-ho-ho, and a bottle of tequila. Never really was much of a rum man myself. Now this be a pirate pay, which means there will be yard arm hanging, there will be keel hauling, and one of you lucky landlubbers will be walking the plank. Who's it gonna be? I know the suspense is killing me too. But before we get started, did I ever tell you about the time I lured Hydra into the sea? It was nearly 4 years ago that the crew and I sailed the perimeter of the Black Sea. One dark and stormy day. I'm going to have to get back to you.
Red pirate Captain Hawks. He's committed crimes against the kingdom and her people. I know he's around here somewhere. I can smell a pirate from a mile away.
There he is!
Hard after him! Get him now! Search the port! He's got to be around here somewhere. Are you serious? You're going to be distracted by facts? Hey, what's that over there? There he is! He's right here! I found him! He's over... He's gone! Where'd he go? Search the port! I gotta find him. Oh, no, I don't think he's anything. I know he's around here somewhere. Time's up!
There he is!
All right, here he is. Let's get out of here.
Nigrum, Vidir, Decim, Annis. A cherished heart, bewitched by temptation, was the queen's last deception that caused this devastation. Into the rocky tides she cast herself down, escaping the ache of love to which she'd been bound, leaving her king destitute and the kingdom enraged, her wanderless lover locked up in his cage. The king's heart fatally wounded, and in his own bed in illness, his death was executed. From the broken-hearted king, the royal crown found a son, and although the kingdom would survive, this tragedy could not be undone. Your lordship looks dreadfully melancholy.
Oh, it's Bethana, my sister. She goes on and on about the castle howling, day in and day out, scorning, taking absolutely no hesitation for blasphemy, mind you. It's heavy on my head.
The crown?
The scorning. The crown is fine. Although it does chafe a bit in the shower.
And what seems to cause the princess's scorning, sire?
Oh, the business of abandonment, hatred, self-loathing, no mother, no father, whine, 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 cry, cry, cry. It gets a bit old after the first few weeks.
And is there no simple way to ease her suffering?
Stuffing a gag in her mouth would certainly ease mine.
Perhaps if we were to direct her anguish in a more constructive direction.
What did you have in mind?
Well, there's cause for anything. Perhaps we were to direct her to the cause of her pain and have her rectify it herself.
I'm not following.
Well, why has she been abandoned?
Oh, I forget. You're getting on in your years. You must not remember. I hate to be the one to break the news. This may come as quite of a shock. But they died. Ugh. Our parents, the king and queen, well, first it was the queen.
Why? Why did they die?
Oh, well, mother drowned and father died of a broken heart. Did you not hear the beginning there?
Why did the queen drown?
I can ask for them to play it back for you if you like.
Hawks, you idiot!
Where?
No, the pirate hawks!
Where?
It is absolutely amazing you ever survived childhood. No, listen! The great pirate hawks seduced your mother. She fell in love. The king was enraged and had him exiled. Your mother tossed herself from the cliff because she couldn't live without him.
Rather extreme, don't you think?
It's beside the point.
Oh, you are suggesting that Bethena focus on hating hawks instead of mourning our parents. She already does that.
More than that, have her confront hawks.
What good would that do?
It would give her closure.
I could send her away on a ship. Not a big one, of course. I might need those. A few months, possibly even a year. Oh. She goes and finds hawks and gets it out of her system. She'll be right as rain by the time she returns.
Sure.
It's a bit dangerous, don't you think? I mean, Hawks is lethal with a sword, and she's a bit volatile, Bethena is. It could spell a recipe for trouble.
She'll be fine.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Hawks wouldn't harm my sister. Credence, you know. Oh, Bethena!
I'll leave your majesty to make the arrangements.
What? The sooner the better. I'd like to have a word with you.
Charles! No mother! No father! And you barely a man with such a heavy crown!
There. The crown isn't that heavy.
Oh, we're lost! We're all lost!
Sit, sister, sit. Hungry? Thirsty?
No, my heart is broken. I don't think anything can repair it.
Nothing?
No.
Not even a little sail through the Black Sea?
Why would I sail the Black Sea?
Well, I was thinking,
Fox is in the Black Sea.
right?
He's the one responsible for this.
Yes.
If I ever get my hands on him, Well,
You'll what?
You'll what? Kill him! No. I would do worse. I would torture him. And then I would kill him. And then I'd kill him again for good measure. Brother, get me a ship.
I can do that.
A big one.
Oh, no. You need something small, something dainty.
I can't be intimidating with a dainty ship. I need a big ship. So he cowers when I come sailing up behind him. I want him quivering in my shadow. I want to blacken his horizon with my mast.
It's not the size of the ship that matters, sister. It's the wind in her sails.
Fine. But I'll need as many men as the vessel can carry.
I can do that too.
As soon as you can.
I'll have an entire fleet of dainty little ships for you.
As many as I can get.
What do you plan on doing once you find Hawks? Challenge him to a duel?
Yes. Now give me the ships.
Oh. Well, that's a lot easier than anticipated.
About how long do you think it will take?
Oh, well, considering it's merely the Black Sea, I mean, you aren't charting the Atlantic. I don't know, depending on salt levels and wind bearings. A few months, possibly even a year. Oh.
Father.
Not like you. That's good. Now, let's get a move along.
I'm going to make you proud, Father. I'm going to find somewhere to become a man.
I'm not certain that's possible, but give it your best, son.
I won't let you down, Father. Why, I'm certain with any luck I'll be returning in no time.
Yes, good.
The manliest, tallest, most manly man you'll cast your eyes on.
Manly.
And you'll be bursting with pride.
Xander.
Yes, Father.
You have to leave.
Absolutely, you're right. I can't just stand here blubbering about it all day.
Please go, Xander.
I'm going.
Just go.
And I won't return until I'm a man.
Yes, son.
I'm leaving right now.
That's my boy. See you soon, son.
Bless the saints! It's a sign from the heavens! I'll be the manliest pirate on this side of Europe. I'm going to be a pirate, Father! I'm going to be the manliest pirate!
Good! Just go!
10 long years 'twas the pirate's hex, and sit crazed on his heels was the princess. Quickly time passes, if care not had, and by the 10th year past, the princess gone mad. Upon the pirate ship, in humble disguise, from the protege, young love did rise. At long last, the final day came, where Hawks could roam free, careless and final day came. Lame me. Bloody hell, I can't think of a thing to tie with that. Yeah, well, to hell with it. So, anyway, it's about nightfall, and Hawks has a surprise coming his way. Ha! Have a look-see. If it is not so, then the northeast shoreline of the Black Sea is a perfect replica of the southwest shoreline.
It does look remarkably similar. The map, please. So, we started at port.
Yes.
And we came out to that little corner there. And then we came over here.
To another point.
Get out of the point. And then
Over here.
came, yeah, I remember that.
Came to,
And then there,
yeah.
but that's port. We've been traveling in circles.
I wasn't high up so my eyes were deceived, Captain.
But for how long? It could have been months. Possibly even longer. I haven't seen anything on the opposite shoreline for well over...
More than months then, Captain.
General,
This does not bode well.
this will reflect poorly upon us both.
Be even a heavier mark that we've yet to track the pirate ship.
We've been scouring the sea for nigh on 9 full years. It seems that the vessel has been cloaked by some witchcraft that has cleverly escaped our grasp.
Or we've simply been traveling in circles.
No. You think he would be courteous and leave a trail of breadcrumbs or barrels or something else auspicious. How often did you see the same shoreline?
Well, now's the only instance come to my attention.
What else has your time been consumed by?
She is a full-time job.
Disgusting! No!
Hey, the day's only half finished. She's only afflicted now. Not bad for a Monday.
It's become a ritual. She wakes, she screams. She eats, she screams. She yells orders, then screams them. We scurry about then. After an overly long-winded monologue of personal oath and the death of the pirate hawks, she sets out madly into the horizon and then retires to cry herself to sleep. And it's all the same the following day, mind you.
Not necessarily in that specific order.
But mad nevertheless.
9 years.
Women, especially royalty, are fickle.
You call that fickle?
You're right, demon-possessed is more like.
She'll be homicidal when she finds us where it's...
8 years. 8 foul, smelly, salty years.
9, Princess.
What was that?
It's been nearly 9 years.
There will be no argument. If I say 8 years, then it is 8 years. If I were to say it is 20 years, then you are to agree that it has been a slimy, disagreeable, contemptible, horrid 20 years at sea. Do you understand?
Aye, Princess.
If I were to claim that the color of the Black Sea were chartreuse, you are from then on to call it the Chartreuse Sea, without argument.
Aye, Princess.
Without a flinch of your eye, or a curl of your lip, knowing that any and all things exclaimed by me are the absolute truth. Understand?
Aye, Princess.
Now where is Hawks?
Princess, leave it.
Sadly underestimating the man's genius. Loping through the sea. As mild as the Black Sea is, he still remains out of sight.
10 years we've come across nothing. I'm forced to question your aptitude in nautical trekking.
At least not forget what we did find in his stead.
Oh, ramshackle Dean.
A school of mutated tuna.
And a cork.
Imbeciles!
Don't forget the shoestring.
Yeah, right.
Shut up! Get me Hawks soon or I'll slaughter you both!
The
day of my brother's coronation, I swore I'd find Hawks and kill him. And I'll fulfill that oath. If I have to tread this entire sea. The day my father was laid to rest, I swore I'd find the man responsible, skewer him, torture him, make his head my trophy. And you sorry and capable lot, have yet to assist me in accomplishing this! If I don't have Hawks by the breaking of the next dawn, I shall have you all hanged for treason!
Aye, princess!
All hands on deck! Reporting for duty.
Roll call! Edwin!
Here.
William!
Here.
Gregory!
Here, sir.
Bartholomew!
Here.
Alfred!
Like totally here, dude.
Alfred! Again.
Here, sir.
Lucius!
Here.
And Bob.
Here, boss. Find me Hawks, you nitwits!
Hey, fly me. Isn't that...
Oh, lovely silhouette of the southwestern mountain range.
And a nice glowing sunset.
the same silhouette we was looking at a week ago?
What?
Oh, he's mistaken. He's mistaken, Your Majesty. We most certainly have not been traveling in circles for the past several weeks.
Right. Maybe more or less normal. Possibly an octagon. That would be...
You idiots! We're chartering the Black Sea, not the Atlantic! It's akin to rummaging for rocks inside a mud puddle! And you fools have managed to send us in circles!
Given the circumstantial dimensions of the sea as is, there's not much other way to chart it, really.
It's got a good point.
What?
Well, you see...
Shut up before I cut out your bumbling tongue! How long have we been traveling in circles? Get me Hawks soon, or it's the last thing you worthless scallywags will attempt in this lifetime!
Ripe as the belly of Moby Dick I am, settled upon these boundless waves for what feels like an eternity.
But the freedom, sir, the freedom, open sea, adventure, and God save any man who crosses your deadly path.
Aye, a woman for that matter.
Captain,
Oh, for the sake of Poseidon himself, can you not feel it, Xandar? You've been cast aboard this forsaken ship as long as I. Can you not feel the longing to have a woman draped across your feet?
can't say that I have.
Her ample vest was pressed eagerly to your
hadn't
person.
crossed my mind. Not at all, sir.
Not at all, sir.
If I may, yours is the only company I mind keeping.
You're a stricter man than I. Since the day I was cursed, I've longed for a woman's touch.
How long has it been, Captain?
10 years on the morrow.
Same as I.
Aye, same as you. But you were just a lad, maybe 5 and 10 years.
But strong
Yes, strong.
and boyish.
The most.
But not too boyish.
The very picture of a young pirate.
And have I served you well?
Well enough to be promoted to me first mate.
The promotion was forthcoming at Atticus's demise.
And what a terrible death it was.
A lesson well learned.
Aye. How could we have known the cannon was not meant for human flight?
Does he remain in the cannon, sir?
Until he shrinks small enough to be removed, aye.
While his remains remain. The cannon is currently decommissioned.
Aye, but with as adept as we are with our swords, we need it not.
Then we must strike before an enemy fires.
Aye, which is why me path is so deadly.
And what then, Captain?
Then what?
On the morrow your curse is ended. Will you say goodbye to the sea?
Nay, the sea will forever be me first love. Even before this treachery, this foul curse, I have always loved the sea. This life, and a pirate's bounty be none more than a ferryman's foreign wager. This life has given me more than a king could ask of his kingdom.
Then could it be called a curse?
The curse is, in itself, having been denied the satisfaction and adoration that can only be gifted by a beautiful woman.
And what can a woman give you that the sea could not?
Perhaps when you joined us, you were too young to know what you've been described. As soon as we get to port, I'll introduce you to the ripest, brightest cherry blossoms you could dream to encounter. And then, retribution!
Captain!
I intend to put the king to death, that vile creature who called upon Pandora herself to lock me to the ties for a decade. His blood will spill!
May I inquire, what was the reason?
What was the reason?
That you were cursed to the sea.
I hadn't told you. Oh, Xandar, come, sit a spell, sit. Oh. I was... I was merely 4 and 20, a young ambitious pirate, and keen in the ways of wealthy women, and made their purses me only intention. One such beauty, one I'll never forget, a woman of noble birth and me finest conquest yet. Although married was she, in this I had no qualms, and wooed her did I, till her gold was in me palms. When satisfied to me own end, I finished me industrious seeking, only to find with her boisterous regret, I had indecently robbed me very own queen. The kingdom came alive with at least 1,000 men. I ran through the city streets, found me ship and pirate's den. Once hidden in the dark, I posed as quietly as a crypt. And when the clock struck 12 that night, I was cursed from then on for 10 lonely years to me very own ship.
And not since then have you stepped foot upon land.
I am unable.
Do you have many admirers awaiting your return?
Oh, indeed. There's a lady Samantha whose hands could derive milk from a dried cow.
I see.
And Mary Beth, who has the longest legs this side of the equator.
Oh.
Oh, and Teresa, who's got that cute little mole right
That
on
is
the
a
inside.
savory picture.
And wait till you get a load of petunia.
They sound lovely.
They're the one species I could never stop craving. Even the smell of them. I know it when I smell a woman's under. Like a lion seeking its prey, I can smell a woman from miles away.
You can?
Oh, yes, Sandar. Follow me to port, and I will reveal to you me gift for wooing women.
Well, now's a good enough time as any.
Keep shit! It's ours!
Ah! Thank heavens, I was getting bored. We haven't had a good rumble in weeks.
Captain, we must make haste.
Xandar, man the ship! Attack! Take no prisoners!
What a bitter, cursed circumstance. Why, to have spent 10 years on these tides, and my story not so much less a terrible tale as his.
Bring us closer!
25 years masked by this boyish figure. If the captain only knew how much I craved his touch, and that the buxom beauty he longed for was indeed by his side, hidden beneath these filthy rags. Would he have me? Or would he have me dead? Better not to know than to know. Although I cannot sincerely call this life a curse, with the captain's impeccable wisdom and instruction, I've grown into the man at birth my father wished I had been. But at midnight he will be freed, and what of me, still under this illusion of manliness? It would kill me to watch him charm and caress another, knowing he could have me instead. Why are the fates so cruel?
Alexander! Uh-oh. The great pirate Fox is having a little trouble stopping, Thunder. The great pirate Fox is a little seasick now, Thunder. Oh, thank you, Thunder, thank you.
Captain, what is this?
We took a prisoner.
A prisoner?
But only because it is against me nature to waste something so beautiful.
Whoa!
What bravery, what stealth, what beauty.
Captain?
If I have ever known beauty before this day, may God save me so.
Take it, Hayes!
Sandor, you are much more adept at speaking with care.
How dare you spit on the pirate hawks?
Well, a little more subtly, I think.
Oh, the pirate hawks! Oh, vile warlock! Oh, despicable coward! Oh, loathsome!
She's heard of me!
Yes, I know you!
Sandor, a word. Now it's true that at one time not any woman was safe among me words. I could swoon the most pious nun. But after years among only men and listless in me own poetry, me words have fallen short.
She's got daggers for eyes. She'll spit the ear off!
Have it be known that in all rights she is beautiful, but deadly, no doubt.
Hawks. Pirate hawks! 9 years searching at sea. In battle, my soldiers are no more but a mere meal to his men. Why did I have to choose the lesser fleet? If I am to see my father vindicated, I will have to play the fool to his charms. When the moment is right, I will slit his throat.
She's fatal.
Well, she still lives, that's for sure.
Sandor, she's very well likely startled, and as any woman would be afraid for her own life, having seen her ship and crew fall asunder, would it then be wise to comfort her, to tend to her delicate nature, blanket her feminine form? In this I ask you kindly, do assist.
Against my better judgment, Captain, I will assist you.
Oh, thank you.
There. But look, is her skin not dappled?
I see nothing but the purest cream.
Her hair like dried hay.
As fine as Indian silk.
Is she not round and bulbous? She looks overly fed.
Huh?
Healthy.
Maybe in too much good health. Again, against my better judgment, I will help you. But only for the sake of my love for you.
What then?
She should surrender and be taken as prisoner.
Oh, I cannot make her a prisoner if I am to woo her.
But if she surrenders...
Well, surrendering is as surrendering does. But while she is a prisoner, I cannot pursue her as a lady.
Then let her go free.
Well, if I let her go free, she is free to go and hence fling herself into the sea if she would have it. And I would dare say, as talented as I am, I could not woo a bloated, bellied-up catfish.
Much a difference from now.
Well, what if you were to charge her as a pirate?
What an idea! Is that so much a credence?
Captain.
Is it normalcy to charge a pirate king after capture?
We don't know. We've never taken a prisoner.
Article 4, 5, and 1, 7. No. That thing. Article 5, 8, and 2 fits. Upon the said agreement. No. Article 6, thirds, and 3/4, wherein. Aha! When there is present who by all rights is a willing and capable sailor, can and should, with respect to the crew, be considered amicable fodder for submission into the role of piracy. Article 6, farce, and 1/8. Said prisoner must abandon all loyalty to any previous fleet, army,
And does it say specifically men, prisoners, or otherwise?
Otherwise.
It specifies not.
Well, this puts us in a bit of an ethical bind, does it not?
What a settle is here, if she were a he.
Well, it specifies not either or otherwise.
If it does not specify neither, then it means either.
No!
Yeah.
If it says not either, it must mean neither.
Is it not true that apart from anything else she is a captive?
Aye, 'tis so.
If that is indeed true, then rhetoric aside from an absolute decision, be she man or woman, she can be charged as a pirate.
Oh, damn the ambiguity.
If she do so willingly.
Well, we can't do anything until she's risen.
I'll wake her.
No, let her sleep. Let us take her below into her own quarters. Xander, crew, assist.
Quite unlike the captain, have a difficulty with his words, eh?
This is Xander's face when the captain asks for help.
Well, it seems to me that Sander may be a bit too fond of the captain.
Are we not all fond of the captain, to be honest?
Not so much.
Well, it is strange the captain's clumsy words. Not 5 years ago he talked himself free from a siren's nest.
I remember that.
A siren's nest?
Aye, we were out sailing. Close to the north bank of the Black Sea, I think it was.
We had a harmony that sounded like Aphrodite incarnate.
Not likely such.
Nah.
We sailed closer, all of us spellbound by that noise.
There were naked, angelic bodies laid out across the shoreline.
It was a rocky shoreline, no doubt.
Aye, and
Knowing what we were in for, but still bound by the noise,
the captain spoke out.
I'll never forget. Oh, ladies, were I not cast in this beloved sea, I would willingly throw myself into your deadly grasp. For what would be my last moment in life, indeed would be the eternity that ends my suffering.
They took pity.
Aye, they did. Quite a sad lot, this curse.
Yet now, he doesn't have the words.
Well, he's not afraid for his life.
He might be, if he has a run at it with our guest. She's in a bit.
Fickle. You call that fickle?
In the condition he's in, he'd likely hurl himself gleefully into the arms of Medusa.
I remember the hawk.
Oh, yes I do.
What of the hawk?
In a fit of coital desperation, The captain spends a season training a hawk. Deliver a message to one of his lovers.
Did he succeed?
Aye, he sent a letter to one of his lovers asking for her to join him for a romantic excursion in the bay. The hawk returned in 3 days' time.
With another letter sealed dainty, flowery stationery saying, "Not likely." Dear post!
And that was how I earned the name, the Great Pirate Hawks. How do I look?
Deviously handsome, Captain.
And what should I say next?
Talk more about yourself. Women find that especially attractive.
Did I tell you about the time I lured Hydra into the sea?
No, that sounds riveting.
It was nearly 4 years ago that the crew and I sailed the perimeter of the Black Sea. One dark and stormy day as we was coming... Yes? What is her name? Has she once spoken her name? Yes? Beautiful?
What wicked creature cursed you to the sea?
'Twas the king's witch Valeria.
What a cruel punishment for a crime. I myself have spent years upon the sea, searching for the man who ruined my mother.
What man is this?
And consequently killed my father.
Oh, running through!
It's nothing now. Now that I see you here, desolate, lonely, forsaken. I see my plight isn't all that bad.
You don't seek revenge?
Do you?
By the gods, I do!
But what good would it do?
Much! This subject is heavy and droll. Let us not think of it. The king and all his men couldn't place a levy on the... What do I say?
This meeting between you and I, sir.
This meeting between you and I, sir. Tinley, you feel likewise.
As I said, you changed my mind on my most piteous plight. I am half shocked I did ultimately find you.
Well, there weren't many places to look.
Do not discredit yourself. You are most undeniably elusive. Or so I've heard.
Although I would take that compliment willingly, I would dare say the curse has made me more than accessible. It's the Black Sea. If someone had intended to seek me out, it would be akin to rummaging for rocks in a mud puddle.
Agreed.
Unless you were traveling in circles.
Well, I mean, given the circumstantial dimensions of the sea as is, there's no other way to try to reel it.
Right! It doesn't leave much elsewhere.
Be that as it may! You are not easily found.
But here I am.
Here you are.
What now?
Ask her more.
What did meeting mean? Were you charmed?
No.
Bewitched?
If I were bewitched, it would have been by a sort of demonic possession.
Captivated then?
Unwillingly.
So you were battling between your primitive passions and your sensibilities?
You could say as much.
She's desperately in love with me.
Captain, be careful. She is cunning.
That's to be expected. Just look at her.
And what now?
Now what?
I've willingly surrendered.
And your intense but timely release is of the utmost importance.
Charge her as a pirate.
Right. Directly to technicalities. My dear, what I am to ask of you is by far, is in its own respect, personally devious in nature. I cannot pursue me climactic intentions with respect to your release with any good ethical standing, unless I ask that you deny your loyalties to any man, king, or country, and henceforth be known as a pirate.
A pirate.
A pirate.
It is the only way we can be united.
I would then be your equal, and no longer your captive.
Well, we can work out the details later. But if we are to join as two consenting adults would, whilst helplessly in the depths of mutual adoration, you must henceforth call yourself a pirate. Oh. She hesitates. What now?
Tell her how she looks more like a moonlit night, and how her lips are like blood on the shoreline.
Can I tell you, your bloody lips are like the moon?
Are they?
More, she's following.
She's similar to a harpy in the way she's stolen your heart.
Ah, that's good. A harpy has stolen me heart.
My time for revenge is now! Have at thee, you loathsome, vile, putrid, rancid sea snake!
Arr! What is this? What are you doing, woman?
I am no mere woman!
Well, this does not surprise me, but I would prefer you would grab a different sword.
Against my better judgment, Captain.
Come then, to the death, Hawks.
Captain!
Credence, I know, would not allow a fight to the death between man and woman.
Pirate to pirate it would.
Although I would entertain your childish indulgence to engage in sword play, me conscience would not allow it. And as you will see in only a moment's time, neither would Credence. A woman is far too valuable, supple, fragile to waste upon a man's blade.
Wherein it is declared that two pirates must engage in battle, all rules of conduct must be applied whilst the duel is played out. Article 10, 11, and 13, 12. In any battle consisting of two or more pirates, the numbers of each group must remain equal so that the fight remains fair. This means not more than 1 to 1, whereas 2 to 1 would be...
And does it say specifically man to woman, or either?
It still does not specify.
Oh, well. If it says not either, it must be neither.
Enough with the rhetoric! I carry no qualm.
Xander, no, you cannot harm a woman. It's illogical, unethical, vile, not to say the least despicable.
Yes, I can.
Very well. You first, then. I've waited 9 years for this.
I've loved you for 10 years, Captain. Although I may look like a man, underneath this filthy exterior, I'm more woman than you could have possibly known.
I'm confused.
I am no man.
Now this is a surprise.
I face scrutiny and possible hanging if you found me out. While I know not what it says in the credence about a woman dressing as a man, when it was decided that a pirate meant either, I found my plight fair and without repercussion because I've been prisoner to my own heart.
You've been a woman this entire time?
Since birth, but being the youngest of 5 daughters, my father, he cast me out. Ashamed to tell the village that he could not produce a son, he began to dress me as a boy, until I began to blossom into a woman, and he could no longer hide my feminine curves. He sent me away to apprenticeship.
There's been a woman aboard the whole 10 years?
I've done my father justice growing into a man, but denied myself a whole life in prison to this lie. I've never lived as a woman.
So good a woman's man that you miss the man-woman upon your very own deck. Bravo, Hawk!
And you impudent, bloodthirsty mongrel! I knew from the moment I saw you. What? That you were made of nothing but lies, waiting for a chance to strike.
You're calling me a
posterity. You've been a pirate, acted as a man, but been a woman. Under what title would you be considered? Man, woman, or neither?
Either.
Well, that explains a lot, actually. I've had quite enough of you. Damn the ambiguity. You have obviously come in the wake of suicide. I will do you the favor.
And in my waking, I will slay the devil.
By what right do you have to infiltrate me ship and take from me mate?
Do you not recognize me?
To me, misfortune, I do not.
10 years ago, you stole my mother's heart.
Ah, well, she wouldn't have been the first, and she won't be the last. I can guarantee you that.
It was my father, the king in his rage, who cursed you to the sea.
Your father? Your father? The king?
My mother, so desperate in your abandonment, threw herself into the sea, breaking my father's heart. You did this! You took from me the only life I had!
You still live.
Aye, but without a soul, without love, without solace. I ran my soul out to see you dead.
As soulless as you are, your passion drives you. I find that most appealing. Were it not for your murderous rage, I would entangle myself within your kiss.
There is no tempting me.
Oh, okay.
I've stalked your trail for one reason, and one reason only.
I can see as much.
You will die upon the same ways my father had you in prison too.
Oh, and so cunning! Although you have once penetrated me heart, I cannot allow you to do it twice.
You're a master of words. My father's warning did you no justice.
The king warned you? Oh, I'm a master of so much more than words.
Damn you, Hans!
I would have you willingly discover it yourself.
Never!
Skill.
Get your stupid sword away from me!
And a skilled swordsman. Woman. You would have made an excellent pirate.
I would rather die!
I'm equipped to assist you with that.
Only if I allow it.
I would rather have opened the gates of heaven for us both and have you screaming me name in passion instead of agony.
Disgusting! Foul! Blasphemous wretch!
Just as your mother did. Did she weep for me?
She will!
Did she so deny your father?
She shut him out without a word, drowning in her own regret.
She was an unforgettable vixen.
Don't. And die!
I remember your mother well. I remember her beauty. I remember her elegance. I remember her grace. But most of all, remember how much she loved me when I bled her dry. What a waste. Well, I'm off. Boys, man the ship.
As I was a-going o'er the far-famed Carity Mountains, I spied Captain Farrell, and his money he was counting. I first pulled me pistol, and then I pulled me rapier. I stand and deliver, for he were a bold deceiver. Mush-a-ring-dum-a-doo-dum-dum. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money, and it made a pretty penny. I put it in me pocket, and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would deceive me. But the devil take the women, but it never can be easy. Mush-a-ring-dum-a-doo-dum-dum. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I went up to my room to take a slumber. I dreamt of golden shoes, and for sure it was no wonder. Well, Jenny took me charges, and she filled them up with water, and called for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. Mush-a-ring-dum-a-doo-dum-a-dum. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Well, early in the morning, before I rose to travel, there came a band of footmen, and likewise Captain Farrell. I first produced me pistol, for she'd stole away me rapier. I could not shoot the water, so prisoner I was taken. Mush-a-ring-a-dee-da-da. Whack for my daddy-ho, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Some take delight in the carriages of rolling, but I take delight in the hurling and the bowling. And I take delight in the juice of the barley, and courting pretty fair maids in the morning, bright and early. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. If anyone can aid me, 'tis my brother in the army. If I can find his station in Cork or in Killarney, and if he'll go with me, we'll go roaming through Kilkenny, and I know he'll treat me better than my own sporting Jenny. Mush-a-ring-a-dee-da-da. Whack for my daddy-ho, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Aye!
No, I am not even going to attempt to sum that up with a limerick. So after 10 long years stuck on the Black Sea, the pirate hawks has finally been set loose upon land, ready to solder up and bugger the locals. Roddy little escape artist, isn't he? His first stop, the brothel. Let's see how that sorts out for him, shall we? Chin up, Your Highness. It can't be all that bad.
They hate me. Utterly and undeniably despise me.
They don't hate you, Charlie.
Oh, yeah?
They hate you.
See? All due to those raised taxes over the past 10 years. Which is your fault, I might add.
My fault?
Yes! I had to raise taxes to compensate for the dainty fleet you convinced me to make my sister take in order to go find hawks.
Oh, yes, Your Majesty. A pretty price to pay for our little peace and quiet.
That's right. What did Saint Sister for that?
They'll be over it in a century's time.
And what of my sister? I'm beginning to think she's been sailing in circles.
Well, probably more of an octagon.
Pardon?
Well, given the circumstantial dimensions of the Black Sea, she would have traveled in, more or less of an octagon.
There's no other way to chart it, really.
Well, so I have good news and I have bad news. Which would Your Majesty like first?
How bad is the bad news?
Bad.
Okay, all right. Give me the bad first.
Well, what happened was...
Wait. No. Okay, Charlie. All right, give it to me.
The princess is dead.
Bethena? No! No, Bethena! Not my innocent sweet demure Bethena! Oh, Bethena!
sorry, Your Majesty. I thought you were prepared.
I had anticipated you'd say war, famine, or drought. But not with that. How did it happen? How did she die?
Well, she challenged Hawks to a duel.
And he accepted? Well, was it in accordance with credence? Well, I'm most certain it was. Hawks is many things, but he's no murderer. It wasn't a crime if it was a fair fight.
He seduced your mother.
Yes, he did.
Your father died from his meddling.
Father died from a broken heart.
Yeah, well, who caused it?
Well, technically, you did.
Me?
You put the spell on Hawks, which kept him from my mother, who tossed herself into the sea, breaking my father's heart.
But I was doing your father's bidding.
Right? So technically, my father broke his own heart.
So it would seem.
Well then, we sent Bethana after the wrong man.
Well, what's done is done. Now, what about Hawks?
He hasn't committed a crime.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that. You have a whole army of angry villagers out there just waiting to get your neck in a noose. Why don't you use Hawks as an example instead? Hang him up as a warning to all the troublemakers.
We need a visible representation for the past 10 years of taxes. Every village loves a good hanging anyway. All right. Hawks it is then. Guards!
So why have you been gone so long, Paul? Leave a little room for the rest of us, Missy. We all missed Hawks, ain't we, girls?
Ladies, there's plenty of time as well as plenty of the great pirate Hawks to go around.
You must have been so lonely out there.
I had me crew and a man-woman.
A man-woman?
She was both man and woman. Her words, not mine. The woman was hidden while the boy-child grew into
What?
But never mind. Yes, I did miss you, ladies. Mwah, every single one of you. Mwah.
What do you have planned now, Hawks?
Oh, now we drink and be merry, and then we vigorously but consensually adore one another.
You must have had so many tales to tell about the Black Sea. Give us a story, love.
Did I tell you about the time I lured Hydra into the sea?
No, but it sounds riveting.
It was nearly 4 years ago that the crew and I sailed the perimeter of the Black Sea. One dark and storm. Why is it I can never tell this story? Why?
Where's my money, Hawks?
What money? Who are... Titus, have you lost weight?
I've been waiting 10 years for this moment.
Oh, Titus, come on now, old friend.
We ain't friends. We never been friends, and we're never gonna be friends.
I would have you know that was the only time I have ever won at cards.
Liar! You're a cheat and a fraud, and I'll have my money.
I swear to you, I don't have a single crown on me.
Then I'll take it out of your throat.
All hands on deck. Turn. Right.
Take me, Hawks, not that scrawny tart. Oh, she is a scrawny tart.
Not you two. There is only so much of me to go around.
Oh, God.
I found it first!
Offer! Everyone under arrest! And we take it to the king.
Charlie, what business would you have with me?
Well, I don't know, Hawks. I'm just doing my job.
Ah, right.
I'll settle with you, Lee.
Yeah.
Away from the prisoner!
Yeah.
Men, the king.
Aye, to the king. You ever been in a poop deck? It's not what you might think it is. Sheriff of Nottingham, good night time. Look, Charlie, I can explain.
There's no need to explain, Hawks. I know what you did was under strict care, according to credence.
You can be certain I would act in no less of a judgment.
But, being that as may, there's a small problem with the kingdom, you see.
The kingdom?
Yes, Hawks, that little gallivanting my sister did in order to satisfy her need for revenge cost the people of my kingdom 10 years worth of raised taxes.
I don't think I follow.
I wouldn't expect you to. I need something to show for starving the countryside in an extravagant effort to shut up the princess.
And, what did you have in mind?
I'm going to have you hanged.
Hanged?
Yes, hanged. You see, Hawks, you're the reason for this mess. If I have you hanged publicly, the bloodthirsty gaggle of farmers out there won't hang me.
A moment. Stage manager! Yes, you. Where is it?
Where's what?
The script. Where's the script? That was a good line. I'm very clever. Pen.
I'm so rich. It's 10 years of taxes for you.
Much better. All right, well, off you go. Now, you were saying...
Good Lord, I can't stand repeating myself. Therefore, by familial obligation, after the death of my mother and my sister, it is my duty to defend my father's honor in a duel. Wait, what?
That's what I thought you said.
I must be mental. Only a fool would challenge you to a duel. You're the deadliest swordsman in my kingdom.
Oh, come now. If you're half as good as your sister, you may get a few good jabs in.
Half as good? Maybe a tad better.
You know, it's too bad it had to end this way.
Why is that?
I always liked you. You were so much more sensitive than your father.
Oh, really? You know, I always thought so, too. Ow! Oh! Oh, that stinks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God!
A bit more stupid, I'm afraid.
You are charmed, Hawks. Cleverly you have escaped every rabbit's trap I've set for you. Love spell on the queen, spoiled princess, and now you've gone and gracefully bested the king.
Needless to say, you could have gone a bit too far with all this nonsense. Love spell on the queen and all that rot. We managed to kill 9 people in the first 2 acts alone.
Who was the 9th?
Atticus?
The cannon!
Hawks! Oh, God, was this your idea, too?
No. Oh, but it should have been. Hawks, introduce us.
Oh. Titus. Valerian. Valerian. Titus. You two have a lot in common.
I had no idea that the great pirate Hawks had such excellent taste in enemies.
I'll just be going then. Oh, all right, all right. Now I will take me leave.
Hawks!
What?
You forgot something.
Oh, right. I am truly, from the depths of my heart, sorry for breaking yours so many years ago, which led you on this elaborate escapade to attain retribution, which ultimately ended in the downfall of your kingdom, which you so dearly cherish.
Apology accepted. Ew.
Well, all's well that ends well. Ah, you were expecting someone else. Well, she's a bit distracted at the moment. So, I thought I would end this fable with a story. Did I ever tell you about the time I lured Hydra into the sea? It was nearly 4 years ago that the crew and I sailed the perimeter of the Black Sea one dark and stormy day as we were coming around. Oh, really? Oh, fuck. You know what? Good luck finding an actor to play this part tomorrow night, is all I can say. I just want you to know I turned down a part in the vagina monologues for this. I'll be in the trailer calling me agent. Somebody's walking the plank.
Oh, wait, there goes my ride.